what we say, come on. Come on, come on. Hey. For the ladies in the building tonight, let's go, come on.
Welcome back to the show. This is 10 over 10. Bow, 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 bow. We are having such a great time on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Rain or shine, we are going to do this night. Make sure you're using the hashtag on Twitter as you're watching 10over10. Let us know what you think. We've got much more entertainment coming your way. I want to shout out everyone in the crowd tonight. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. But right now we've got some more action coming onto the stage all the way from South Africa. From the hit-making group Uhuru, please welcome DJ Maporisa. Yeah.
Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, yeah. How you doing, people? How you doing? I go by the name of my friend. I got a girl, I love to shout. Big back like Nicki Minaj. Anytime she turn around, she got me over. I see the back, I know the doubt. She head like the steady flash. Wanna give me that. You must become my lady. Hey. Oh yeah, you drive me crazy. Yeah, I can't explain this feeling. See, my Soweto baby. Calling me cause of my lover. The way you shaking and yes, baby girl, you give me fire. Girl, your body got fire. Girl, you give me the fire. Yes, baby, girl, you give me the fire. Girl, your body got fire. Girl, you give me the fire. Girl, your body got fire. Yes, one. Don't forget the above. Nyakal. That's how I start. Samagal. Ego Sere Osawat. Like it always take a mawat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I say, wait. You must become my lady. Oh, yeah. You drive me crazy. Yeah, I can't explain this feeling. Yeah, my Soweto baby. Calling me cause of my lover. The way you shaking and yes, baby girl, you give me fire. Girl, your body got fire. Girl, you give me the fire. Girl, your body got fire. Calling me cause of my lover. Yes, baby girl, you give me the fire. Girl, your body got fire. Girl, you give me the fire. Girl, your body got fire. Yes, one. Don't forget the above. Nyakal. That's how I start. Samagal. Ego Sere Osawat. Like it always take a mawat. If no one to put a bandal. Love you, love you, love you. Yeah, when you know this. I can give you. Yeah, when you know this. I can remember when you need me. Yeah, when you know this. I need you. Are you ready? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I say wait. You must become my lady. Oh yeah.
one is from Maporisa. You have to teach me what you did right there. I wouldn't go as low as you did, but teach me how to do it. How do you do it?
We do it. You see? Shook it to bubble.
And then you gotta. all right, awesome. Karibu Sana. Welcome, of course. So, let's get right into it. You're part of the group Uhuru.
Yeah.
And Uhuru is actually a Swahili word that means freedom. Why did you guys choose that name?
Basically, we had a song called Noche Uhuru. It was original by Letambule, so we did a remix, kind of a cover version. So afterwards, because the name is what Noche Uhuru, so we didn't know what does Uhuru mean. So what happened? We Googled it. Then we found out that it's an Uhuru name.
Right.
It means independence, freedom. So I said, yeah, it's a dope name. We need to use it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're free music.
Yeah, free music.
Free music. All right. And also, I mean, there are very the songs that you've done that are hits here. One of them, of course, Corner.
Yes.
Oh yeah. All right. One of them is Corner.
Corner, yes.
And, okay. I know everybody. I don't think there's anybody who knows the words of that song apart from the word Corner. Corner. So what do you say in the song? Just the first two lines.
Tandolami lugupina. Wait. So where's my love? Ukela uluwisele.
Wait, you didn't know there.
Ukela like. Please put it back.
Okay.
Where it comes from. La ultate corner. Where you took. La Puma corner. Where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So it's like a love song, kind of like. Yes, it's like a love song, yeah. So it's just talking about, bring the love back into my heart. Right. Yeah.
And also then the other one is Waichukucha.
Waichukucha, yeah.
Who knows how to spell Waichukucha here?
Kucha.
All right, so
yes.
yeah, she's one who she almost has it. Everybody else says Y-C-H-U.
C-H. Oh, yeah.
It's actually spelled Y-T.
Y-T-J-U.
Right. And what does it mean?
Shake yourself, like.
Oh,
shake yourself.
Yeah. Shake yourself.
Yeah.
Right, and that has been an amazing hit as well.
Yeah.
So how did that song come about?
Yeah, actually, I did the first one with Yuri Dacunya. Okay. He was from Angola. So the first one called Achuchucha. Yeah, so Achuchucha, it was an Angolan Portuguese kind of like word. Right. So now it started becoming big in South Africa. So South Africans, they were not understanding, but because it was produced by me, I spoke to Yuri. I said, yo, we need to make a remix. Then we did the remix. It's called Waichukucha. So I explained to my South Africans to understand it. Yeah.
And in the group, it's comprised of 4 of you.
Yes, the 4 of us. And
you guys started out doing loving jazz music. So what was the change? Like how did you guys break it, or let's do this for fun? How did you guys come together?
No. The 2 guys, they were from jazz group.
Yes, a jazz group.
And then the 2 were DJs. Me and DJ Klep, we've been doing songs for we did My Name Is Intle, Jezabel and stuff. So now it came a collective. So when we became the 4 of us, then now all elements became in one. Yeah.
All right. And so who is the fun guy in the group? Is it you? Is the rest out here? Is it going to be you?
No, now basically I'm pushing my solo album.
Right.
Called Soweto Baby, featuring Wizkid and Bugs. And I've been taking out singles. So now I'm focusing on my single. And for sure we're going to come back again. So now we just chilled a little bit, focusing on solo projects and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And who's one of the biggest artists that you've worked with?
The biggest artist now, it's Wizkid and Drake.
Right.
Yeah. On that One Dance song, I co-produced it. Yeah. So.
Amesema Wizkid and Drake na kama unaniangalia. Simesema hata wewe.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. And how have you remained as relevant and as with it, let's say, as you have?
I would say, the music is in my blood, you know. I live it. When I wake up, I eat it, I drink music. So it's kind of something that it's in me, you know. And then I would always try to be out of the box, try to sound different, try to come up with new ideas, take it to another level. Yeah.
All right, cool. And what is your inspiration to, them and anybody else who wants to get into music and watch it?
Okay, who wants to get into music, who wants to sing, who wants to be a rapper, who wants to be a producer, a DJ? I would say, guys, be real to it, Do it for the main reason. Don't do it for the fame, for the numbers, for the likes. Do it for the love, because at the end of the day, it will show if you are in it or you're not, because if you're not really in it, you're just going to do a one hit and the next thing you're out. So you need to respect it, give dedication, hard work, and love. Sure.
All right, awesome. And have you learned any Swahili words? Oh, okay. That struck us a chord with them. Have you learned any Swahili words? I want to teach you something.
Only uhuru.
Only uhuru? Say kuingia mitini. Say kuingia.
Kuingia
mitini.
Mitini.
Yes, that means to disappear.
Disappear.
Like after this, you say Willis naingia mitini.
Willis
naingia mitini.
Naingia mitini.
Yes, so Willis is me. That's what Swahili word. Yes. So say Willis naingia mitini.
Willis naingia mitini.
There you go. There you go. All right. Of course, we have an amazing interview lined up for you coming up next Monday. We want you to keep talking to us using the hashtag 10/10. And that 10/10, like we said, is written 10 as in 10/10. And I can see some of your tweets coming in. I want to just sample a few of them as we get ready for the other. We have at Alcina Julie saying, show iko US Vinoma, glued to the screen, kama kawa, rocking it. Like anybody, it's a laburu. Ni ra buru. Ra. Sila. Yes, and then Bramwell_Edwin says the show is good and it is on point. And then somebody's asking Silantoi_Sanko. Tebu come again at the president anadongia roles ya 4 million. Yeah, yoni inaitwa lanes. Nani za airport, si ati lanes za barabara. All right, and then of course somebody saying Christopher was here early on. His music, his hair game is still strong. And then of course there are others here saying Akode is coming. Somebody saying thank God tomorrow is Saturday because all eyes and ears are here until the end. And somebody's even asking for a job saying I want to do the next hype session on the next event. That is Alafalo. He says he wants to do the next hype session. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see about that. But thank you so much, Orisa, for coming through.
Thank you, man.
And all the best. And so, wait, baby, you should now sing Kenyan Baby.
Yeah.
You should sing Kenyan Baby.
I should do it.
There are a lot of beautiful girls here.
Yeah. Very
beautiful. You've seen for yourself. All right, the show is 10/10. Keep talking to us as always. 10/10. That is on Twitter, hashtag 10/10. We're going to go into another interesting conversation now with Joy Mudengi, and it's all about the sponsor phenomenon. Now, of course, being a sponsor, they're going to try to define what being a sponsor is. And of course there are going to be some questions. I'll be roving around here. If you have any questions about sponsor, hata kama mzazi anaona ni unauliza. Nikuuliza unauliza, si ati unataka. Ni sawa? All right. So basically, if you're wondering what a sponsor is, it's somebody who, just like it says, sponsors your lifestyle and all the sponsors your lifestyle. So I want to go to Joy Mudengi for that interview right now. Joy.
Hey, Willis. Okay, so here I am. There's a discussion that needs to happen, and I thought I would invite some people who are very vocal, some people who can give us some really nice opinions about something that I started talking about this week on Power Breakfast. We're going to continue that conversation about the whole sponsor phenomenon, okay? So I'm going to get into it with our guest tonight. Just grab your microphone right there. Pendo is here. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you. Looking fantastic.
Thank you.
Mr. Chris Okinda.
Hey, how's it?
Great. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And the lovely Monique Kabuye. You look fantastic.
Thank you so much.
No radio Monique here. This is TV Monique. I love it.
Thank
so
you so
welcome,
much.
you guys. And of course, if you're on social media, there is a conversation that a lot of people have been having about sponsors and how it's gotten kind of out of control at this point. It's almost acceptable. So let's just get into it, okay? Do you think it's wrong for young women specifically to have sponsors in this day and age? Because I hear it's easier to get a sponsor than it is to get a job. So who wants to start? Jump in.
Let me start.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't understand why we are trying to say that sponsors is not the ish.
Okay.
Well, some of us, even you can be a sponsor. Do you know that?
I'm not rich enough, but
You
yeah.
can be a sponsor.
Dear God, no.
Why are you saying like it's such a bad thing?
There's nothing wrong with this?
There's nothing wrong
Don't
with
you
it.
feel like it makes people lazy and makes young women like not understand the value of working hard and achieving their dreams on their own?
Like personally, I don't have a sponsor.
Okay.
I
Have you
wake up
ever
in-
had a sponsor?
I have ever had a sponsor.
Okay, how did that go?
Very well indeed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why did
wouldn't
it
I?
end then? How did it end?
It ended because I didn't want it anymore. Not because it was bad. I was really enjoying it, by the way.
Okay.
All the jewelry, all the money,
Right?
Of
Trips
course.
to different places.
everything.
Hey, she's being honest, and
I'm
that's
being
what
honest,
this
I'm
show
being
is
honest.
about. It's about honesty. Chris, what are your thoughts?
Okay, here's my thinking. I have 2 daughters, Joey. And for me, money is not an end. It's a means to an end.
Okay.
I've just given to the opinion that women were created for so much more than that. I mean, right now, look at what's happening globally. Very possibly you're going to be having a woman in the White House. The first person to win a Nobel Prize in Kenya was a woman. I was raised by a woman.
Yeah.
I've been surrounded by strong women all my life. I honestly think, Monique, it's demeaning, utterly demeaning, for a woman to be a sponsor, to be sponsored. Because let's face it, can we be real for a moment
Let's
here?
be real.
The moment you get a sponsor, I'm sorry, he's not crazy about you. He just wants you for bedroom gymnastics.
Wow.
End of story.
Bedroom bully.
And so you've got to ask yourself, honestly, if there's any justice in the world, as a woman, am I worth more than this?
Let me ask Monique, because do you feel like we're living in a different time now? It's 2016. Times have changed. You know, values have changed. Lifestyles have changed. Do you feel like we are justified now to just accept the whole sponsor phenomenon?
First of all, I think it's a very shallow conversation to have because it's not about the time. It's not about the time. It's about the kind of woman that you want to be and the kind of woman that you are. I believe in a self-sponsored lifestyle. All right?
Self-sponsored.
Self-sponsored. I'm going to take care of myself. And I just don't understand a man who would not invest in me. Rather, he wants me to be coming over. That's what sponsorship to me is all about. So I ask the woman why you would want to degrade yourself that way. Because I feel such men are always going to be there. A certain type of woman is always going to be there. Are you going to subscribe to that because you cannot work hard enough and earn a living that's honest and actually sit here and say, you know what, I got this for myself. I got 2 pairs of jeans, they're mine.
But it's my
I got this
own.
hair, it's mine.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
but I'm not going to sit here proudly and say, you know what, it's all right. I'm going to get. I don't need that. I really don't.
Well, the crowd seems to
I'm not
agree
that
with
kind of woman.
Monique. But back to you, Pendo. What do you say to people like Monique who think, you know, you just need to get up and get your own?
I haven't said that anyone should not get up and get their own.
Okay.
Get up, get your own. But when it's there, why not use it? Why not use it? If a man comes over and says, I want to give you this, but you can still get your own, but you can still get the other one, I would do both.
How's about a baggage-free life? How about that?
Yeah.
Baggage-free, like I can sleep at night knowing. I mean, I don't know. I just come from a place of pride.
That whole thing that you feel like you owe
like
somebody.
I can do whatever I want, whatever time of day, because there's no tie to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand the logic of that. As Chris said earlier, I'm a new mother. I'm raising a black girl. I'm raising a little girl. I don't want some grown man trying to buy her stuff. At the end of the day, Chris knows, men always have an agenda. So I'd like my little girl to sleep at night knowing that the man she's with is investing in her, and I'm emphasizing on that. There's always a catch. And if you do not know that, ladies, you're going to see that very soon.
Let's hear from Chris for a second.
Maybe if I could chime in. Do you know why they call it the oldest profession in the world? Because it is. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. It's another form of prostitution. Because, yeah, come on, let's just be honest. Listen, Joey, how does prostitution work? Think about it.
You give a service and
exactly.
you receive
and you
money.
receive payment.
Or payment, yes.
Now, payment has taken different forms. I like what you said earlier. that the world has changed. But for crying out loud, when it changes, do people have to pat their legs to get paid for everything?
Woo!
I mean, let's be honest with each other.
I have something to say.
I
have something to say.
And this is my problem. We've got very young people here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these young ladies and these young men.
Yeah.
Because I hear these days even men are Ben 10s. I've heard that come up. Yeah, men are being called Ben 10s. We've got women with a lot of money driving and getting young men like these for sexual services. So that they can get something, get the latest gadgets, you know.
So it goes both ways.
When I look at these young people, I'm seeing a potential cabinet secretary. I'm seeing a potential minister. I'm seeing a potential president.
Yes.
Now let me tell you something, young people, and this is a problem I have. You can't come in front of young people and tell them that it's okay because breaking news, it is not. Number one, if you want to be elected president, and that gets out on social media, you're not being elected president.
So I'm not supposed to have an opinion because
you're supposed to have an opinion. I just don't agree with it.
I am so sorry that you don't agree with me. That is not my fault. But what I have to say is that why do you men think that women cannot be smart enough to play with your brains?
I'd actually want them to be smart
let me
enough.
ask the question.
I'd want them to be smart enough to go to campus. Now, if anybody and get a degree and actually get a job and buy their own car and not leech, because let's face it again, many men who are sponsors is someone else's husband. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Now, if you think that intelligence is taking another woman's man, that is the problem with this society.
But why are you offering yourself?
Oh gosh.
First of all, I feel like this conversation just changed to something else. I think the issue at hand here is, is it right, is it wrong? When it comes to moral standing and the decay in society today, it is crazy.
Yes.
And part of the reason why is some of the stuff we sit here and say. And you know, I'm a woman. I don't take what I get. I take what I want. Okay? So I can choose to, I mean, just because something's offered there, it's like going to a restaurant and saying, I'd like a brownie. Say, oh, we don't have brownies.
Yeah.
We've got cheesecake.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just take cheesecake. Guys, we need to change the way we think. We need to change the way we are architects of our own lives. You understand? The decisions you make today, I can do it. Let's be real. If the question is, have I ever been hit on?
Yeah.
Have I ever been offered stuff? Yes, absolutely. And so did your mother and your great grandmother.
It's not a new.
So it's not the
thing.
issue. The issue is, you have the choice to say yes or no. And that will determine ultimately the kind of woman you become.
Yeah.
Trends will come and go. Weaves will come and go. Whatever it is that you're trying to get will come and go. But a real man will invest in you. God forbid, when it's time to walk down the aisle and you get that ring on your finger, you're just a waste of somebody's time. The kind of quality of woman you want to be is determined by the decisions you make. And first of all, a kind of man who wants to do that is trying to use you. Pendo, you're a gorgeous girl. Gorgeous girl. I think I would like to ask you one question. Would you tell your child to go and, you know, solicit
your
for
girl
something
child?
When it comes to morals, actually we are talking about morals here.
Yeah.
Because as I'm seated, you're going to tell, but we're talking about reality. Let's come to reality.
Your reality, because your experience is not the experience.
Let's be real here.
Yeah, let's be real.
There's someone outside there who has gone to school, who has finished their school, there is no job, who accidentally got a child, right? And what is there left to do for her? She decides to do it. She's not doing it because she wants to do it. She's doing it because she has to do it. So what about those people?
You know what, guys? We are running slightly out of time. This is a conversation that could go on, and I think maybe we need to have you guys back to continue this. So keep using the hashtag 10/10. That's 10/10 to participate in this conversation about sponsors. Like I said, we have not even gotten to the real issues, but I want to thank Monique and Chris and Pendo so much for being honest. Because that's what this show is about. We're going to cross over to see what Willis has in store for us over in the studio. I think he's got some hot gossip. So Willis, what is up?
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, Joey. Quite a hot conversation you're having there. I can see today's blowing up. It is 10/10. That's the hashtag. Let's take a look at some gossip now. Gossip. Gossip. All right. Rapper Timmy T Dat allegedly got into a fight with the girlfriend now ex-girlfriend, as we've just learned, Kush Tracy, at a club in Nairobi. Apparently, she did not get that from Timmy T Dat. Now, Alim Kazia Dush. Now, he says though he regrets overreacting, he has no apologies to make. Well, things are definitely now not willy. All right, let's move on to the next. And Maria may have found someone to marry her, but she spoke of her controversial relationship with rapper Mustafa. Apparently, Mustafa made her suffer and was all over the place with women. When we say all over, we mean... yeah, well, you know what we mean. All right, let's take a look at what's happening as well. Mr. Number One Hype Man, DNG, is gearing up for a new kind of hype, away from the fact that he allegedly has marital problems. He's starting something new. And no, it's not a new relationship. It is a TV station. Right, going to the next one. Moving on now, Otoyo Sibur, the comedian, was engaged in a hit and run, and this is not an accident, or is it? Apparently, he's said to have impregnated a lady 4 months ago and then blocked her on all social media platforms. If only he did the other kind of blocking, perhaps we would not be here. Right, moving on. Yep, you've heard of the phrase YOLO, which means you only live once. Well, here's a new one. It is called YOWO. You only weave once. And if Tanzanian model and actress Wema Sepetu knows this all too well, that is why she uses, wait for it, 221,000 every month on her hair. And she spends 60,000 Kenya shillings on dog food per month. Put together, she spends roughly about 300,000 Kenya shillings a month on her hair and on her dog. That is 3.6 million Kenya shillings a year. All right, now, ever heard of the phrase twice as nice? Well, a South African man has married twins and he's having the time of his life. They do so many things together, even those that normally involve two people. Well, no, now they have three people. Two is company, three is a crowd, and now it's a loud, sensual crowd. Let's move on now. This is going to be hard for me to say because of where I come from. Shamsa Ford is redefining the actress world. She says that she only buys second-hand underwear. Once she buys them, she soaks it in hot water and then airs them, and the second-hand undies dry. And these are second-hand undies for a first-class lady. I tell you what, you can't make this stuff up. All right, no courier service. Moses Kuria, I don't know him. Now, those are the words of Miss Kenya Roshandra Ibrahim, who has denied any links to the Gatundu South legislator. Simply put, she has not been getting any courier services. You will get that a little bit later. All right, finally, kleptomaniacs could soon be back, and now you know. You see what I did there? Well, after Shinsky released this new tracks, it seems that the group that also includes Kolo and Roba, Shinsky says that in about 1 year, the trio will be back, right? That's all we had from the gossip corner. I almost said corner because of Maporisa. This is from the gossip corner. Of course, up next we have Akol there, who will be up in this beautiful space of ours, and she has a lot to say, and we're going to be hosting her. And there's a huge surprise at the end. Of course, Akol there, there you have it. She's been running a challenge called the Give It To Me Challenge. I want to find out more about her and delve into it. I'll be joining Joey Mudeni out there, and it's going to be an amazing show that we have for you. Also remember that this our lovely stages out there have been brought courtesy by Expose. Expose have done an amazing job for us. Thank you for all the LED screens, and of course after his dressing, the men accessory, women dress. All right, that's all we have. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back. 10/10. Keep tweeting. We'll see it during the feedback.
No, Mr. Macabre, Mr. Helter. Bad man, we not take this in a face. We not fetch, we no gal.